ready to do some social media check-in? Let's do it. All right, let's go to our first question. Is it possible to change the H-2B visa to a green card? Well, if you're on an H-2B visa, you're only here as a seasonal worker. So yes, you can change it to a green card, but if you're asking if you're going to get sponsored a job, you're going to need a longer period of time to be on a visa than 6 months. So you would have to most likely change your H-2B to a different category in order to get sponsored a job. If you're going to get married to a U.S. citizen, that's a different story. But we would need to have a consultation to figure all of that out. Let's go to the next question. Squad up, quick question from Tanny Smith. How soon after you get your work permit do you get your marriage-based green card interview? It depends on immigration, what state you're in. Generally speaking, it's about 2 or 3 months to get fingerprinted, about 6 to 7 months for your work permit, and another 6 months from there to get your green card interview. So figure it's about 12, 13 months in total, if that helps you out a little bit. Next question. Brad, can someone get married that is seeking asylum and the asylum is not approved yet? Absolutely. Go get married, be in a bona fide marriage, and you just have to withdraw the asylum before you go for your adjustment interview. But absolutely, you can do that. Next question from Natisha Boyd. Is Jamaica doing F2A interviews now? And what year, if they are doing it? I would have to look at what the visa bulletin is right now. Let's see. I'm going to Google visa bulletin and see. The visa bulletin for F2A, the answer is yes. And the current F2A is current, I believe. Yes, it is still current. So yes, the answer is they are doing it. And it's current, so hopefully you'll get an interview soon. Question from Josephine Latham. If you are filing for citizenship and you're married, do you need your spouse's citizenship certificate to do it if you're filing because of 5 years as a green card holder? You do not need your spouse's citizenship papers to file for your citizenship, although they do ask questions about what your spouse's information is. But if you don't have his citizenship papers, just don't have it. You don't know his citizenship number, you don't have it. You don't have his social security number, no big deal. You submit what you have. You'll still get your green card one way or the other. Sardashinaria. I have a pending asylum in court and I have an interview next week based on marriage. When can I receive my green card once I'm approved? My entry was legal. I do have an I-94. You have a pending asylum in court and you have an interview next week based on, assuming you get your I-130 visa petition approved, I assume that's what you're going for your interview for. You then have to go back to the immigration court, schedule a master calendar with the judge, show him or her that you have the approved I-130, and then they will either terminate proceedings and let you adjust, or they'll schedule an individual hearing for your adjustment. So you're still a bit a ways, at least more than a year, maybe 2. You got a 10-year green card when you file for citizenship. You can file for your citizenship after having been married to a U.S. citizen in a bona fide marriage for 3 years as a resident, or 5 years if you're no longer in a bona fide marriage. So, for example, if you got a conditional green card 3 years ago and you filed to remove the conditions last year and you just removed the conditions and now you've had resident status for more than 3 years, you're in a bona fide marriage with your spouse still, which means you live together and have a financial relationship with your spouse, then you can file for your citizenship right away. Otherwise, you got to wait 5 years from the time you got your conditional card or your permanent card. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.